Hey guys, it's Vornskyr here, and today we're back in Star Citizen, and I'm just going to do a quick little guide on how to earn and spend REC, or REC, or Rental Equipment Credits. These are the credits that allow you to, well, as the name would imply, allow you to rent items or ships and use them in Arena Commander. And so it's a pretty simple system, it's not difficult to use at all. I suppose one of the more difficult things about it, well not difficult but time consuming part, is just earning the credits themselves. You basically do that by going into any multiplayer match, and it's what they call a ranked match, so it's anything that would show up on the leaderboards. So that's things like racing or just any multiplayer thing in Arena Commander in general, really. I think like I just did a co-op Vandal Swarm and I got some rec from that. So I actually got a lot of rec from that as well. So it's not difficult to earn rec, it just takes a little bit of time. But I mean, you can see if I go up to my RSI tab here, I've got 9,298. Now we started out with 5,000, so that one competitive or one cooperative Vandal Swarm match got me 4,298 rec, and that was about 30 minutes. So that's yeah, that's not too difficult really. So that's how you see how much rec you've got as well. It's just in the same area where you see your UEC and your store credits and all that, so it's just clicking that My RSI tab up there. But anyway, so that's how you earn the rec. It's really not that difficult. So how do you spend it? Well, you go up to the store and you go to this electronic access tab. So it's basically laid out fairly similarly to the Voyager Direct store, but it's in its own little area. So you just click the electronic access, and once this eventually loads in, there we go. So we've got all the different things here. We've got our ships, weapons, shields, and that's all there is at the moment. There will obviously be more stuff added as time goes by. And it's not every single ship or anything either. So if we view all the ships, the limited ships, for example, aren't there, at least not at the moment. So there's no M50, there's no 350R, that sort of thing. But we do have, for example, the Gladius, or what else have we got? The Hornet Tracker, Hornet Ghost, that sort of thing. Cutlass Black. So these will take a little bit of time to earn the rec for them, but it's not too difficult. And then once you pick something that you want to fly, so let's go the Gladius, I'll just spend all my rec all in one go. So we just add it to the cart, and there we go. As with everything else, it's just you hit the checkout, and we'll have to go through all of this, so I guess I'll be blanking out these details. I don't really know why it needs this for just the electronic stuff. I guess it just goes through the same store sort of stuff in general. But yeah, so as you see, it's just checking out with 9,000 rec, and again I'll have to blank all of this, hit the checkbox, and place order and pay. And then I'll probably get spammed with emails as well if it's the same as the regular payments. Okay, and so that's it. We're all done. So now I should be able to launch into Arena Commander, and my Gladius will be there, assuming this has all gone through properly. And so yeah, that's really all there is to it. It's a pretty simple system, and it's really not difficult at all. So I guess the one kind of issue, especially at the moment, given the issues that the multiplayer is having, the one issue will be that you need to play multiplayer to earn rec. So for people with a terrible internet connection, or people who just can't play online or whatever, or in issues like we're having at the moment where there's a lot of multiplayer instability, that could cause a bit of a problem. I do remember they were talking about making it accessible, or making it available eventually for single player use as well. I guess the problem is at the moment that the single player stuff is kind of disconnected from the main servers, so I guess they don't really want people being able to exploit it or hack it or whatever in single player modes to earn a ton of rec, given that things that you earn can be used in any of the game modes. So that Gladius I just got, I could, for 7 blocks of 24 hours basically, I can use that however I want. So I could do single player Vandal Swarm, I could do online racing, I could do whatever I want. So I guess they've got to be pretty careful with that. And I will explain what I just meant with the 7 blocks of 24 hours. Basically, the way it works is, if I go back to the store, I think it actually says it there. So let's go back to the store and we'll click on something. But you basically get 7 blocks of 24-hour access. So it's effectively 1 week, but it's not. You don't just unlock it for a week, if that makes sense. So when I next launch into the game, I will activate one 24-hour block out of my 7. So once that has expired, then the next one won't get used until the next time I log in after that 24-hour period. So it basically means if you purchase something, or you rent something, I should say, you have you have a bit of choice in how you use that time. So I could log in one day and use it for a few hours, and that's my 24 hours gone after that time expires. But then it could be 2 weeks, and then I can go back to it and I'll still have another 6 periods of 24 hours. So that's a pretty good system. I really like that. I mean, they certainly didn't have to do that. They could have just made it so it was just a week that ticked down over time. So I really like the way that they've done it like this. But yeah, so I'm not sure how much more there is to really talk about with this. So that is the rec system. And it's pretty cool. It's a really good opportunity to just jump in, try different things, get some ships or some weapons without having to pay for them, which is really cool. But yeah, so I think I'll end this one here. So until next time, I have been Vornskyr. I hope you enjoyed the video, and thanks for watching.